Alright, here we are for task 6, the final task of the 2022 hang gliding nationals up here in Murchison. Task 6 today, about 60-kilometre task, and lift is not showing that high, probably 5,500 feet. If you got up to 6,000 feet, you're probably doing well. We're going to go up to Mt Owen, the turn point just up here. So once we've taken off, we've got to Mt Owen, the pointy thing up here, the big lump of rock up there. And then we're going to come down the blue cliffs. Now we've got a turn point on Mount Newton just up here, but it's got a 9k cylinder on, so we'll tag it at this point on this ridge here. So come back down this ridge, and then from here we've got a turn point just on these lower hills here. So we're going to cross over the valley and then into goal down in Murchison. So not the longest task we've done this week. In fact, it might even be the shortest one, but with the conditions, it could be another tricky day, it could be another challenging day, with lift not going that high. So it's going to be a slow day, and I just hope I can stay up there and stay flight and not get low, not grovel. Get high and stay high is the key, but we'll see what happens on course line. The positions for first, second, third are really close. I think there's less than 100 points in it at the moment between Matt, Ian and John. Tom Kellner's put pressure on as well. He's had a good couple of flights, and we'll see what it comes of it. It's also we'll see what comes of it. It's all sort of come down to the last day, and we'll see what happens in the results later on. But for now, we'll see you on the glider again. Alright, so it's a straight off and away on this one, with no one going up above launch on Murchison. So up and away and across the valley. That's the start cylinder just tagged at 1:43, so 3 minutes into what I think is a second turn point. Now aiming just to get the best glide over. Much welcome, top up along the way, just going through 4,300, straight over the valley. Any height you gain here is extra height on top of the trees over there. Any height on top of the trees over there means a better chance of getting up and away. So almost back up to takeoff height then, out in the middle of the valley, back up to 4,800, which was good. Now I'll take that extra little bit of height, will buy me a bit more time once we're over on the ridge. Few little beeps on the Vario there, but it's just giving me a good glide. It's not strong enough for me to turn in, I don't think. Just listening to that beep. If that gets any stronger, then I will put a turn in. At the moment, that means I'm going up on glide, which means I'm making distance along the course line and gaining altitude. Just climbing through 4,600 now after the valley crossing. It was nice to come in with that bit of extra height to get on top of the ridge, top of the hill on this side, to get into the more established bit of the climb. There are still a few gliders lower down on the spur line trying to fight their way up. Feeling pretty fortunate to be here. 4,900 and the climb's breaking up. Good time to move on and give it another little sniff, see if I've just lost the core. It's gone. Time to move on. 7.1 kilometers to the first turn point. 4,800 again in that climb. The thermal broke up. Bit of a layer that you couldn't get through on both climbs, so it's good knowledge to take forward that the climbs are slowing down at just before 5 grand. Aiming for the next spur line. Just going through 5,000 feet, a couple of kilometres down the line. 4.5 kilometres to the turn point now. The climb slowing down just over 5,000 feet, so sniff around again, see if I've lost the core or is it slowing down. I think it's slowing down. See if it's got any more left in it. Each climb theoretically should get a little bit higher throughout the day. That one went up to 5,200 then, and then it sort of broke up and disappeared. So onto the next ridge. There's a couple of gliders out there as well, climbing by the looks of it. False alarm. So hopefully you hit this ridge line here. This is where it was screaming up the other day, so hopefully you hit this ridge line and it's easy way up. And then the turn point is what we got, 3.2 kilometres, but it's over this way. So top up here, glide out, get the turn point. Pretty rough going through 5,300. Now the turn point's out way to my left hand side, straight behind the camera, and it's 2 kilometres away. It's a bit of a headwind push, so I don't mind getting a little higher here. We should be able to run out, tag the turn point, and then get back into some lift over on this side. 6,000 feet on that climb then, and I left the climb, my fingers went numb from holding on. 1.6 kilometres out, going to tag the turn point and race back to this ridge because it's working. Turn point, back to the ridge where we got up before. So back to the ridge where I topped up before, back up to 5.6. In hindsight, I should have continued once I got the turn point. It was more on course line, but I went back and topped up roughly the same height, probably a little bit lower in fact, but the main thing I lost there was time. And they're going back towards where the turn point was now, across over the valley. And it's going to try and stick to the more direct route to the next turn point, which is Newton, with that 9k radius, back towards Murchison. Really slow climb now, but really smooth, going up towards 4.7, past the first turn point now. This is where I should have gone straight away, but yeah, well, bit of time over the ground now. I want to get high enough to get over these. I don't know if this climb will keep going or if it'll speed up or slow down. Just trying to focus on staying with it. It's going through 3.7, 3.8. I need this climb, although it's drifting me the wrong direction, but the height's good. And I need to cross these hills here. Bit of a scrappy climb, feels lee side, but hopefully it can get me through this gap here, back onto the windward side of that hill in front. That's the valley I want to get up. It's got to be higher than this to go through there. And now we're getting low, and a headwind. It's all going against me. There's got to be a little convergence or something here where the valleys meet. Well, I've been up and down like a yo-yo in this bottom end of this valley here for about 25 minutes now. Up to 3.5, down to 2.5, up to 3.5, down to 2.5. It's just not going high enough to get out of this valley. Well, I've not given up yet, but a little bit of lift has disappeared that were keeping me going up and down. And it's Could be us on the ground soon. There's quite a few other gliders in this valley as well. Oh, now I've got the hard thing. Yep. Alright. See if there's a thermal in my harness. Sometimes you unzip and they fall out. Oh, 3,650, would you believe? That was a bit of a low save, and it's been scrappy and rough. There's a bit of wind down there, but it's drifting me totally in the wrong direction. But I'm going up. I'll follow it and see where it goes, but it's definitely not on coastline, and I'd be very surprised if I get high enough to do my original plan of then crossing these hills here. That'd be pretty funny if it actually comes out to be the case, but did not expect that. Now getting up to the head of the valley, 4,100. We're all the way down there, so did not think I'd come up here. But if it does go all the way up here, I'm back to where I was the first time I went to the turn point, and then the second attempt I came over on the other side, and then if I go for it again, this will be the third attempt in a similar sort of area, although 1,500 feet lower on this attempt. But it's fizzled out here at the head of the valley, not going up anymore. Push into wind and see what's upwind. So I came back down from the head of the valley, it wasn't going up anywhere. I've enjoyed my fly, and I think we'll go and land down here with everybody else. I can't get out this valley. 3 times I've tried, it's enough. Not that I've given up, it's not chasing the points.